pulled out a crazy 3-1 win in extra time over Jamaica in the CONCACAF Nations League semifinals. After giving up a goal in the game's first minute, the U.S. only managed to tie it on an own goal in the final seconds of stoppage time. Then got a brace from Haji Wright in extra time to advance to play Mexico on Sunday night for the trophy. NBA wins for the Nuggets, Mavericks, Wizards, Rockets, Bucks, Magic, and Suns. NHL Rangers battered the Bruins. Artemi Panarin with a hat trick. New York now just 1 point behind Boston for the best record in the league. That's Friday Sports.
Thank you, sir. It's 7 till. When we return on America in the Morning, proton packs and ghost traps. After these messages.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text HOT to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text HOT to 42424. That's HOT to 42424.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Elevate your outdoor living space this year using stone. Tanside has developed stone decking, crafted without any plastic composite material to redefine durability. Visit Tanside.com to see how stone decking doesn't scratch, stays cooler, isn't slippery, and has all the durability you expect from stone, which is why it's guaranteed for life. At Tanside.com, you will see how we develop stone to easily transform any ordinary wood deck. You can even make your deck waterproof for a dry space below. Versatile and adaptable. Tanside is perfect for decks, stairs, over concrete, or ground applications. Visit Tanside.com to start planning your project with a free 3D design and construction plan tailored to your space. Order a sample today to witness the incredible beauty and durability firsthand at Tanside.com. That's TANZITE.com.
The news you need, the news you can trust, the news you depend on. News Radio 1440. More at newsradio1440.com.
It's 5 till. Welcome back. You're with America in the Morning. Another new movie coming out this weekend, and likely to everyone the name very familiar. Kevin Carr has a sneak peek at Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
After a successful reboot 3 years ago, the Ghostbusters are back.
They called themselves Ghostbusters. According to these facts, they saved the world.
This film follows the new team trying to revitalize the ghost-busting business in New York City. But when an ancient evil breaks loose and threatens to freeze the world, the new and old Ghostbusters answer the call.
The parables tell of an unimaginable evil demanding an army of ghosts.
If Ghostbusters Afterlife was a tribute to the 1984 original, Frozen Empire feels more like a homage to 1989's Ghostbusters 2. It suffers from similar setup and narrative problems, trying to offer a fresh take on once quirky characters from a previous film.
You think we've got to fight strange old things?
Correct on both counts.
There are some fun moments, and there's definitely ghosts getting busted throughout the movie. But too much of the plot relies on ignoring things that happened in the original. I mean, does nobody remember the Twinkie discussion?
According to this morning's sample, it would be a Twinkie 35 feet long, weighing approximately 600 pounds.
That's a big Twinkie.
The nostalgia elements work to a degree, but sometimes feel sidelined.
Can I be of any help?
While some of the new characters feel more at home in the failed 2016 reboot.
I think we're all going to die.
Still, it'll do for a throwback mainstream comedy you can take the kids to. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire gets 3 proton packs out of 5. I'm Kevin Carr, and that's the way I see it.
It was a star-studded night as Elton John and Bernie Taupin received the Gershwin. Now, Washington, correspondent Margie Zara reports.
Audio courtesy PBS.
That's Metallica doing Funeral for a Friend at the PBS and Library of Congress Gershwin Prize for Popular Song Tribute to Elton John and Tony Coffin. Maren Morris, Charlie Puth, Annie Lennox, and Garth Brooks also were among the performers. John says he loves this topic so much.
I love what he's become, how happy he is. I love what I've become and how happy I am. We've both been through hell, and we've come through the other side, and it feels good.
And Coffin says he loves America so much.
Pretty much everything that I've written emanates from this country. Whether it's the heartland, whether it's the urban jungle, it's all been a palette for everything I've written.
The concert will premiere on PBS on April 8th. I'm Richie Zaraletta.
That's our show for today. America in the Morning is produced by Jeff McKay, senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trout. This is Westwood One.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Do you want to know the secret to baby brain development? It's you. Your baby's brain develops rapidly in her first 3 years. 2 hours more time. So talk to it. Read and sing as much as you can starting from birth. You don't need fancy toys. Play peekaboo, read a book, or just talk about your baby. For more information on baby brain development, talk to a pediatrician or healthychildren.org.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach the financial needs. Visit sammonline.org.
News Radio 1440 is everywhere you are, on the radio, online at newsradio1440.com, and on our app. You can also listen on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440. News Radio 1440 is WWIAM and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus media station.
The CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. There's a collective exhale in Idaho this morning after 2 white supremacists, one a prisoner, were captured about 130 miles from where they got away from police. Correspondent Carter Evans has our top story.
Maximum security inmate Skylar Mead and his alleged accomplice, Nicholas Umfenauer, are now in custody just 36 hours after they pulled off a violent escape at a Boise hospital.
There was a short vehicle pursuit. There were no shots fired or extensive use of force.
Police said the fugitives ditched the car used in the initial escape and suspect they killed 2 people while on the run.
They were captured after a traffic stop in Twin Falls. Texas National Guard troops tried to run after a crush of migrants who pulled down a section of razor wire fencing at the border. New York Post posted the video. CBS's Camila Montoya Galvez.
According to officials, a group of several hundred migrants, many of them from Venezuela, broke through these barriers that the state of Texas has set up along stretches of the border to repel illegal crossings.
Most were men, some shouting, "We have women and children, we're hungry." Some were arrested, others brought to a processing center. Governor Greg Abbott ordered the fence reinforced. Secretary of State Antony Blinken arrived in Israel today for talks with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on a ceasefire in Gaza and a hostage release. UNICEF's James Elder is in Rafah. He says an immediate ceasefire is a must to tackle the hunger crisis.
We do need more than one crossing coming in. They need to be open. This would enable the type of aid we're getting in food, water, medicine, which is what everyone asked for from the highest levels of the UN, to flood the Gaza Strip with that aid. It's the game changer.
The UN is set to vote on a U.S. proposal today for an immediate and sustained ceasefire. Medicare Part B will now cover a popular weight loss drug for people at risk of heart disease. CBS's Stacey Lynn.
Medicare will cover the drug for patients with an increased risk of heart attack, stroke, or other serious cardiovascular problems. The move will expand access to millions of Americans.
Lots of Californians are losing their home insurance. State Farm is discontinuing 72,000 home and apartment policies starting this summer. The company cites soaring costs from natural disasters like wildfires. March Madness has its first bracket buster. The 14th seeded Oakland men upset 3rd seeded Kentucky 8-76.
Oakland coach Greg Campy.
This is the greatest thing that I've ever been a part of. And just the way we played. We led the whole game, right? And every time they got the lead, we came right back.
Oakland advances to take on North Carolina State tomorrow. This.
All right, you ain't won nothing yet, brother. You ain't won nothing yet.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone, lower T. Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me. I've seen that on TV. Is it for real? Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BICEP to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BICEP to 321321. That's BICEP to 321321.
A bunch of British gangsters are coming back for their big screen debut.
This is why persistence pays off. Peaky Blinders fans have been begging for a big screen sequel to the popular TV series since it ended 2 years ago.
I'm just extremely thankful for the work you man can achieve.
Actor Cillian Murphy's played coy about bringing Thomas Shelby back to life.
You know, I've always said if there's more story to tell, I'll be there. But I'm sorry, I have no exclusive.
The creator Stephen Knight reveals Murphy's definitely coming back, and by order of the Peaky Blinders, filming starts in September. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Get nervous about your luggage arriving when you fly? Data from the Transportation Department show most major U.S. airlines did a better job handling baggage in 2023 than the year before. The best, Allegiant. The worst, American and United. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Paid for by Cordell & Cordell.
The Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale is here. Get 50% off side-by and save on mouth-watering favorites today. Go to omahasteaks.com and shop the semi-annual sale where you can load up on all the delicious flavor you crave at half the price. And when you use promo code SIZZLE at checkout, you'll get an extra $30 off your order. Save big on delicious, tender, juicy steaks, big beefy burgers, and so much more. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code SIZZLE at checkout. Minimum purchase may apply.
Omaha Steaks, America's original butcher.
My wife and I both have mildly sick for 2 months, and the nasal congestion caused me to part. I was nasal drip, super congested all the time, and everything possible, and nothing would work.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done is completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use, I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for the opposite veteran.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. You don't have to miss a second of your favorite talk show at home or at work. Listen on your smart speaker, on your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples, the big sale means the more you print, the more you save. Get $20 off your print purchase of 100 or more, 50 off your print purchase of 200 or more, and 100 off your print purchase of 300 or more. Offer in store Staples. See staples.com/print for details. Print more, save more at Staples.
Periods of rain and a few storms expected today. Radar will be busy, but it will not.
And take accountability for the pain and embarrassment that I inflicted upon my family, my church family, friends, neighbors, community, and all of those who were directly in search efforts.
Hey, it was a stupid thing to do, but believe me, you got plenty of company. I'm one of them. Stupid thing to do, but.
Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 14.
To this day, where she was, how she got there, what she was doing, with whom she was doing it with.
The judge quickly denied a custodial sentence.
It really alarmed the country because the story went nationwide, as you know. And then when it came out that it wasn't true, not only was this community outraged, but the country was outraged. What you did was you wasted a lot of government resources, and you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay every dime of that.
Something that didn't sit well with the police chief that marshaled all those resources to search for
You
Russell.
get over it.
To me, it's a little slap on the wrist. Pay your money and go forward.
Ah, shut up. Y'all should have looked at it as a.
Found near railroad tracks in Selma Wednesday, according to Dallas County.
I love you.
Heading into the weekend, and as always, a lot of events happening in our area, including the annual Rattlesnake Rodeo, several Easter egg hunts, and the city of Montgomery's This Side of the Bridge celebration. Full details visit WSFA.com/the-rundown. I'm Jasmine Williams with your morning headline.
This is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. There are a lot of great dads out there. Sometimes those dads get divorced. For more than 30 years, we've represented men in divorce, confronting the pitfalls that could devastate your finances or harm your family relationships. While every situation is different, our goal is to get the best outcome for you and your kids. Set up a consultation and take the first step.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Paid for by Cordell & Cordell. The Omaha Steaks semi-annual sale is here. Get 50% off side-wide and save on mouth-watering favorites today. Go to omahasteaks.com and shop the semi-annual sale where you can load up on all the delicious flavor you crave at half the price. And when you use promo code SIZZLE at checkout, you'll get an extra $30 off your order. Save big on delicious, tender, juicy steaks, big beefy burgers, and so much more. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code SIZZLE at checkout. Minimum purchase may apply.
Omaha Steaks, America's original butcher. My name is Dale Pazinski, and this is how I live United. I volunteer with United Way, helping the homeless in my community by teaching computer skills and helping them build a basic resume to save on their very own USB drive. It's huge when somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lonray Pelusi with today's Tips for Kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Getting ready for a new baby is a busy time. An important decision is how you will feed your baby. Breastfeeding will give your baby the best start in life. Breast milk is easy to digest and it has all the nutrients your baby needs. Breast milk protects babies from diseases and infections, and the close physical contact creates a special bond. If you have questions about breastfeeding, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. Even with heart failure, my mother remained strong.
Because without strength, you lose hope. Together, we will rise above heart failure.
To help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Stay up to date with the news anytime of day, anywhere you are. I listen to News Radio 1440 on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440. To reset.
focus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver.
Not bad, not bad.
This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. I hope you slept well last night. I hope all is well this morning. It's Friday morning, March the 22nd, 2024 AD. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It's time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective, or at least give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. 7:13 in the morning. Today's daily bread is simply entitled The Next Step of Love. Our scriptural insight today comes from 1 John 3:16 through 18. Well, let us start with, 1 John 3:18, which reads, "Let us not love with words or speech, but in actions and in truth." Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning to you. And again, it is March the 22nd, 2024 AD. It is a day like all the other days that has never been. And it is a day like all the other days that once it's gone, you won't ever see it again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. You don't get a do-over. You don't get a do-over. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and undo all the things that you've done this day. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and do the things that you didn't do that you should have. No. Be wary. You get one shot at this. If you have lived a while, you no doubt have seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, mercy, charity, and love of God, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrow. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, do what you can, while you can, for as long as you can, from whom you can. Just reach back every once in a while and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, "Whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better." And I say, if that is the standard by which you live by, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at everything that we all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say, give out if you must. Rest if you can. But you never give up. You never quit, because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a thing or two, they never quit. So don't you. Never give up. Never, ever give up. And no matter what happens on this day, March the 22nd, 2024, it is still a great day to be on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. It's a great day to be alive. Next step of love. That's our daily bread for this day, March the 22nd. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Next Step of Love was written by Lisa M. Samra. What would cause someone to help a competitor? For a restaurant owner named Adolfo in Wisconsin, it was the opportunity to encourage other struggling local restaurant owners adapting to COVID regulations. Adolfo knew firsthand the challenges of operating a business during a pandemic. Encouraged by another local business's generosity, Adolfo spent his own money to purchase more than $2,000 in gift cards to give away to his customers to use at other restaurants in his community. That's an expression of love that's not just words, but action. Building on the ultimate expression of love demonstrated by Jesus' willingness to lay down his life for humanity, the Apostle John encouraged his readers to also take the next step and put love into action. For John, to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters meant demonstrating the same type of love exemplified by Jesus, and that would most often take the form of everyday, practical actions, such as sharing material possessions. It wasn't enough to love with words. Love required sincere, meaningful actions. Putting love into action can be hard because it often requires personal sacrifice or disadvantaging ourselves for another person. Enabled by God's Spirit and remembering His lavish love for us, we can take the next step of love. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 1 John chapter 3, verses 16 through 18. This is how we know what love is. Jesus Christ laid down his life for us, and we ought to lay down our lives for our brothers and sisters. If anyone has material possessions and sees a brother or sister in need, but has no pity on them, how can the love of God be in that person? Dear children, let us not love with words or speech, but with actions and in truth. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, we thank you for so selflessly laying down your life for us. Help us to follow your example and give up ourselves in service to others today. May our words of love be matched by our actions. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for listening today. I'm Rochelle Traub, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces like we do every morning, since I'm a former alumnus of that great organization. Just remember, freedom is not free. Somebody pays for it. Somebody's sitting on the fence right now saying, not on my watch. Somebody's mom, somebody's dad, somebody's uncle, somebody's aunt, somebody's girlfriend, somebody's boyfriend, at least temporarily, somebody's father, somebody's mother, somebody's cousin, somebody. If not you, then who? Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. The United States Navy. The United States Coast Guard, whose motto is Semper Paralis, which means always, not sometimes, but always ready. The United States Air Force. Good morning, Maxwell and Gunner, Air Force bases. After all, this is an Air Force town. We just seem to forget that sometimes, but it is. So good morning. And if anybody can get any pool out there, can have somebody fly a C-141 back on the base just one time so I can see it one more time, I would be a happy camper. Or if not a C-141, how about, okay, seriously, how about, okay, a C-5? Just we need some old school out there every once in a while. Their motto is Semper Fidelis. But they had a hard time pronouncing that. So we just cut it short to Semper Fi. But whether it's Semper Fidelis or Semper Fi, it all means the same thing. Always, always ready. Always faithful. Excuse me. My bad. That was the Coast Guard. Always faithful. Anybody want to hear the story one more time about me in the Marine Corps? One more? I got it. I can tell it. I don't mind telling it again. I mean, truth be told, I really wanted to be a Marine. I mean, really, I did. I mean, they got the nicest, the best looking uniform of all the services. They do. Let's not lie about it, okay? Then comes the Army, and then comes the Navy. Okay. I hate to say this, but the worst looking uniform of everybody is the Air Force. Hey, sorry about that, guy, but that's just the way it goes. But anyway, but it was not to be because I wanted to be airborne. Yeah, I wanted to jump out of airplanes and, be with the Rangers and all that stuff. But they wouldn't let me be airborne in the Corps. Now, sooner or later, somebody's going to come up and know I'm telling the truth. 1977 was the year. There I was walking down the street trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my life. And I passed by the recruiter's office, and there they were. That nice blue uniform with that red stripe down the side of the pants. That's what I wanted to do. So what did I do? I turned around and went into the Marine Corps office. Because I knew that I was going to be the best Marine they ever had. At least that's what I told myself anyway. But it was not to be. Because right as I was signing the contract, there I was, looking back at me, and there's a poster of a sharp-looking Marine set it on the wall. But I said, Sergeant, what's those golden things he got on his uniform? He said, that's because he's airborne. So what does that mean? It means he's got a big set on, and he don't mind swinging them in the breeze coming out the door of an aircraft. I said, that's what I want to do. That's right. Right there. That's what I need to do, because I was tough. I thought I was tough. I thought I was the toughest guy in the whole wide world at that moment. So there I was, getting ready to sign the paper one more time. And what happens? The guy looks at me and says, you're too short. What do you mean too short? So there I was. I had a dilemma. I wanted me a set of those wings, but they told me I couldn't do it. So I walked down the hall and I went back and forth, back and forth. I passed the Air Force. I passed the Army. And I passed the Coast and the Navy. But somehow, I walked into the Army's office. Seriously. And they had a guy with a black beret on, with a set of them wings too. They wasn't gold. I don't know how you get gold wings in the Army, airborne wings in the Army. I don't know how you get those. I know some people had 700 jumps, still didn't have gold wings. If that don't mean you ought to get some gold wings, I don't know who should. But anyway, so I go down there and I walk into the Army's office. Oh, wait, who's this? Uh-oh, somebody getting tired of hearing my story. Okay, I feel you. Good morning, who's this? Yes, yes. Good morning. I'm patriotic every morning. Every morning. No, I didn't know that. In Beirut? Oh, wow. Well, I ain't going to blame him. That was Reagan's fault on that one. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Well, why wouldn't he know that, though, being the commandant? Yeah. Hmm. Really? Ain't that the truth? Amen. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that day so good in 1983. I remember that day because that same week, we were put on alert to go to Grenada. That same week, and yeah, mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we on that track. I think we on that track again. We're back. Woo! I tell you, I don't we go. Okay. Mm, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Amen. That's right. All right, appreciate it. Uh, Good morning. Who's this? Okay, I don't know what you said there, but it probably was inappropriate anyway. Anyway, so much for that. Anyway, so let me get done with this story right quick, then I'm moving on. So anyway, I go down to the Army air place, the recruiter guy down there, and I saw this guy in a black beret. I said, "Who's that guy?" "That's a ranger." "Okay, right on. I'll do that." Now, of course, I had no idea what that meant. I just know it looked good. Yeah, it looked good. And then some years later, some guy named Shelley Kotvili, some general, gave everybody a black beret. So the Rangers had to change their beret to brown berets because they didn't want to look like legs with a beret on. Okay, I'm just saying, you know. But anyway, so there I was, all motivated, and then, but I couldn't join the Corps because I wanted me a set of wings. I just had to have one, makes the uniform look good, along with my many other medals that I eventually got. Okay, not a whole lot of them. I mean, I wasn't a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor or anything like that. I got a couple. I think I had about 9. Okay, okay. So one was national defense and Army commendation for some couple of things, something like that. But anyway, overseas ribbons, a couple overseas ribbons and things of that's it. I'm not a hero. I've never been a hero, but I did my job. Okay. Although one night, I'll tell you about that night one of these days. But I don't think it's been. I think it's still a top secret mission, so I can't tell you about it. But it happened. Okay, it happened. There I was, swinging out the door of a C-141. That's why I'm so. That's why I'm so. I want to see a C-141 one more time. I just got. It'll bring tears to my eyes. Tears to my eyes. I love that bird and the C-5A. Love them. Now, one of our callers said you don't jump out of C-5A. Son. We jumped out of C-5A. Okay? And any of my buddies in the Ranger Battalion who listen to the show from Washington, places like they will tell you, yeah, we jumped out of C-5s. Mm-hmm. And Chinooks and Hueys and a couple other things. 123s, 130s. I jumped out of everything, as a matter of fact. There was jump, as a matter of fact. Even the tower, baby. Even the tower. Now, I did go down to Fort Benning a little while ago, and I did look at up there, that tower, and I asked myself, why in the hell did I go way up there to jump out of an airplane? See, because at 66, you say to yourself, did I really do that at 20? So did we really do that? Our mind thinks differently when you get older. So I don't know if I'd do it now, but if they called a brother back and said, hey, we need you because today's army's, it's not doing that well, I'd go to Fort Benning. Yeah. Well, yeah, to me, it's going to always be Fort Benning. I'll go to Fort Benning and, I'll be in the rear with the gear. I'll be in a training brigade or something like that. Because I don't really believe that I can hump a 70-pound rucksack right now. I can hump it a little ways, but I don't think them 20-mile road marches going to do good for me at the moment. Okay, that's right. Oh, which reminds me, that I'm waiting for David Graham. Let me take a break because David will call me back. Because for you veterans out there and non-veterans too, there will be an aquatic free for people thing out there at the YMCA, but I forget which one it is. So maybe David will call me and tell me which one it is. Good morning. Who's this? I know. Listen, it motivates you. Brother, I don't know. I don't know what year they did that, but I'm telling you, in 1979, we absolutely. Well, because only. Hey, let me ask you a question. I just gotta ask you this question, but I'm just sure. No, I ain't gonna hang up on you. I ain't gonna hang up on you. I'm not gonna hang. I'm not gonna hang up on you. I'm just one. Listen, I can tell a lie for a long time if I had to. I mean, wait a minute. I can tell a lie for a long time if I had to do it. But now I don't have to tell this lie for a long time. Okay, and they didn't. They didn't. Yeah. But, okay, and again, now if okay, so let me ask you. Okay, so let me ask you a question, then, my friend. I just okay. Now let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If I tell you, you still, you still. listen, listen, because sometimes jumping out of an aircraft can put you in a precarious position. Okay, it can hurt certain things on you. Okay, but that's okay. I don't. So you hung up on me. I mean, really, I could tell a lie for a while, but after 33 years on the radio, don't you think if I was lying, somebody would know it besides you? I mean, really, seriously. But only a true paratrooper would know if I was lying or not. Now, if I got one out there, that's out there in the city of Montgomery, please call up and ask me the questions that only we would know. I'm just saying. And if I can't answer that question, then you have a right to just call me a big liar. I don't care. Okay, but I will admit to you that it is not on my DD Form 214. And there are a lot of things that are on my DD Form 214, especially the NCO Academy. I graduated from in Baumholder, Germany. It's not on there. I know I'm not the only person that ever been in the military that's DD 14, the DD 214 is incomplete. But you know what? The only time anybody ever asks you for it, if I've never been asked for it, never been asked to show it, except if you get a government job and you want some credit for being in the service, then that's their official way. But I didn't know the DD Form 214s were made locally. They miss a lot of things on the DD Form 214. Okay, and I ain't worried about it because I ain't getting no extra money for it anyway. Good morning. Who's this? Good morning. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes. No, tell me they ain't so. Yeah. Well, to be honest, now every once in a while I'll tell a big one, but I can't tell a big one now. I was so engrossed in doing my job last night, my little computer job, I actually forgot about it because it didn't come with a paycheck. So I didn't go, but I'm going to try to get a word from our Julie Beard who invited me. And I actually forgot about it because y'all normally go to those things because I hate to overshadow everybody. Because when I walk in the room, everybody starts looking at me and forget the other people. So I just thought that, I forgot all about it, I can tell you the truth. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't mind brown nosing every once in a while, but it's got to be something in it for me. you know, I mean, I just, I just can't brown nose just for the hell of it. It's got to be a motive there. There's got to be a ends to a means. And last night I don't think I would have got an ends to a means. So I was just I forgot about it. I was working, trying to make that dollar holler. Yes, yes, yeah. Well, I think we're all going down under. I'm hoping to make it to the suite thereafter, but there's only one entity in the whole wide universe who knows the answer to that question, and it is not me. So we'll. I'm hoping though. I'm hoping. Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, you keep wait. Wait a minute. You keep saying down there. I mean, you know something I don't know. Yeah. Okay. There are a lot of places that I think that that's probably the only place in the universe that I don't want to report from. So if you don't hear anything from me, we can probably say maybe by the skin of my teeth, by just 1 millionth of an inch, I made it. Okay, so let's pray for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pray for me, brother. Yeah. Let's make sure great. All right, appreciate it. Gotta take a break. We'll come back and hey, it's Friday. Not too serious thing today. Y'all do 860-1440. And if you want to text me, y'all keep texting me at that old number, 905-022. There you go, 334-901-022. We'll be back. It is a great day to be alive.
Delivering faster insights to run more accurate forecasting. So it's almost like they're controlling the weather themselves. Make amazing happen. Learn more at www.com/vulnerableclimate.
Montgomery Pratt will sell the Millbrook, Galaxy, Auburn, Opelika. Are you ready for your lucky break? Today is your lucky day. I want to help you shamrock and roll out with a nicer newer car you deserve. And you can save up to $377 based on the price of the car. Plus, my inventory is doubling and doubling over and over. Me, that's all. Well, your car in 12 months. You've got to be this side of the Emerald Coast. If you want a nicer, newer car, van, or SUV, I'm going to help you shamrock and roll out in a nicer, newer car. You can save $777. With my other people part of the approval process, getting a roof is so easy, you'll be dancing a jig. Put it down and get lucky. And you can shamrock and roll out in a nicer, newer car with a car. $3,777 on the price of the car you pick. Well, I mean, this deal is done. What's that? About 137 people. Yeah. I mean, people for the people. You know, like that. 61 Lindo. Hey, Dan, how you doing? I haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV.
Is it real? Yeah. And the key ingredient is something called testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you.
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. Working in the gym and in the banking.
But we still do have complimentary bottles for people to try for themselves.
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
energy. 321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total Tea. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ENERGY to 321321. That's energy to 321321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Your items may be recorded. News Radio 1440.
Okay, we're back. Hey, the question of the morning is this one. It's the first hour, so I'm chill. Okay, and I want the young man and the young lady, if everybody came to school right now, to think about this for a second. This is an interesting question I found on Facebook this morning. I never really thought about it, but now that somebody brought it up in public, we have to ask the question this morning. Okay, because it is one that has plagued men for years and years and years. Anybody know what it is? It's a question. When it comes to the relationship between men and women, girlfriend and boyfriend, or husband and wife, that's a question that has been needed to be asked for years. So here's the question. Why is it that women want a financially stable man to date and they broke? So all they bring to the table sometimes is a fork. So shouldn't everybody bring something to the table besides their fork? You ever know that you look at all these TikTok things and all this stuff, all the women want the men to make six figures. Okay, when they don't even have a figure. I'm just saying, what's wrong with that paradigm? What's wrong with that? So the women are broke, but they want you to have money. I mean, they got this one TikTok thing where the girl says, "Well, do you have a car? Yeah, I got a car. Yeah, I got a job. Yeah, you make six figures. Yeah, I got that. I'm good to go." Then he started asking her questions. Do you have an apartment? She said, "No, I live with my aunt." Okay, you got a car? Why I drive her car? You got a job? Yeah, I work at Burger King. Okay, okay then. So you know right then and there, you need to get away from her as fast as possible. Okay, you don't bring nothing to the table, not even a fork. Okay, I'm just saying. She probably wants you to provide the fork to her too. I'm just saying. We haven't figured out where that thing came from. Where women think that they don't have to bring nothing to the table. I'm just saying you got to bring something to the table, besides your fork. Okay, so guys, if a woman started asking you how many figures you make and all that stuff, please get away from her real fast. Okay, because right behind, in the other hand, she's got a fork. Okay, that's it. You don't bring that to the table, but an appetite. So no, get rid of her. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay. I saw one more. Okay, where a guy went to a restaurant with a woman, asked her, to make an order. She ordered at least almost $100 worth of seafood, and he looked at the bill and wondered what he should do. I sent him a note. Say, what you need to do is get up from the table, go to the bathroom, and on your way out to the bathroom, go out the door and leave her with the bill. I'm just thinking, all she brings to the table was a fork. It's like going to the club back in the days. You see a woman drinking a beer, you ask about a drink, and then she wants, I want some of that Cavassier. You can't even spell Cavassier. Okay, that is my advice for the day. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, is it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Right. Right. But the problem is that, but most women who start out asking you how much money you make and all that stuff are broke. And so why do you want to dominate? Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, I hear. Okay. I'm gonna so yeah, yeah, okay. So okay, so you want class and femininity. I got you because in other words, you don't hope their middle name ain't doorknob and everybody had a turn. Yeah, I feel it. Okay, I'm with you. Okay. I appreciate it. And again, everybody will have their own perspective about that. Good morning. What? What? No, we don't use that word. No, no, no. We don't use that word. That yeah. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I, yeah, but this is only yeah. Okay, I don't know. Oh, well, on TikTok they do. On TikTok they do. Okay. Oh, oh, really? Okay. Okay. She got a fork. She got a fork in her hand too. Then she ain't bringing that to the table either. Yeah. 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 Well. Okay. Okay. Now, watch out. Now. It's a family show here. I mean, you know. Okay. Well, again, I just. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Seven. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. You got to get their hair and nails done so they can go out with their other boyfriend. Yeah, yeah, I feel you on that one. And listen, let me. I gotta wait. I'm running out of time, but let me. You can call back next hour. We can finish some of that if we have time. I got a big thing to talk about next hour. Good morning. Yeah. Okay. We ain't beating up on you. We just tell what they tell you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. Hey, listen. Yeah. Wait a minute. I work in my neighborhood. I be picking up trash and everything. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait, I was working. I forgot I was working. I'm trying to make a living. Yeah, I know. I was working on a computer, and I'm gonna pay her back, and I appreciate it. And I'm gonna give her her money back because I forgot about it and I was working on the computer. Hey, listen, I gotta make a living. So what can I tell you? Most of them folks in the neighborhood needs are retired. I'm not retired yet. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, I feel you. I feel you. Okay. And we all have our duties and our responsibilities. Okay. Okay. Now let me say, no. I'm not. But I'm telling you what I had to do last night. I had a business owner call me. He has lost all of his data on his hard drive. Important data. It took me 19 hours yesterday to get this stuff off his hard drive so his business wouldn't crash. That was a little bit more important than going to the place to the thing. So, all right, man. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, well, what can I tell you? But I had to get it. Hey, time's up. When we come back, there's an entity in Montgomery that needs a little uplifting. I'll tell you about that when we come back. And we need to do something about it. We'll do that.
Saturday on News Radio 1440. News Radio 1440, WLWIAM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 News on the hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Secretary of State Blinken is meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Tel Aviv as the UN gets set to vote on a U.S. proposal for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The BBC's Yolande Now.
We can expect to hear some more demands from the US at this time when tensions are quite high with its ally Israel for more aid, more desperately needed aid to be allowed into Gaza, where you have this threat looming of a man-made famine.
UNICEF's James Elder is in Rafah.
It's almost Gaza's last hope is this ceasefire. The idea that there'll be no ceasefire and a military offensive here, catastrophic.
An anti-Semitic slur leads to turmoil on the tarmac. CBS's Stacey Lynn. Chaotic moments on board a flight that hadn't even left Tampa yet. Passengers started threatening others and hurled an anti-Semitic slur at a flight attendant. The video posted on social media shows things escalating when another passenger who indicates he's a police officer. But the man in a headlock had dragged him down the aisle and out of the plane. He was arrested and charged with disorderly intoxication and battery. There's relief in Idaho after police announced they caught up with an escaped prison inmate and his alleged accomplice 130 miles from Boise, where they ditched police during a transfer. Officials say both men are members of a white supremacist gang. CBS's Carter Evans spoke to the former FBI agent Greg Rogers.
Your 30 years in the FBI tells you it's not just these two guys involved. No. There are white supremacist groups all across the country. They coordinate with each other.
Police believe the two men may have been involved in 2 murders while they were on the road. Maybe strange, but you wouldn't know it in some parts of the country. Meteorologist Craig Allen on doing weather.
Water bringing snow to portions of the upper Midwest, high plains, as well as into the Great Lakes region. The other is down across the Gulf Coast with rain and thunderstorms and some very heavy amounts of rain, a large supply of moisture down across the southern states.
Drive a Dodge Charger or a Chrysler sedan. Stellantis is required those 285,000 cars. The sun bomb inflators can explode with too much force and all metal. Prehistoric amphibian ancestors for a famous frog. Scientists say Kermitops fungi with a smile just like the moths. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Protect your home and auto. Save when you budget. Get a quote at progressive.com. That's progressive.com. You have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife has a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policy you had to purchase for your previous mistakes. If so, you need to call Big Lou at Tim Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems. And if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, Big Lou, he's like you. He's only on number 2. Call Tim Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
Emergency exception to the abortion ban today was December 8th, in Texas, asking the courts to allow the return of pregnant people with the fetal daughter. The Texas Supreme Court rejected the request, forcing her to flee the state. Texas doctors were afraid to perform the procedure for fear of charging the violation of the state ban. The Texas medical board will now consider further defining the state's medical exception. The cops of attorney Molly Blaine. The exception loses its life trend without any temporal modifier. So it's unclear how certain and how close in time the threat must be.
Chris Fox, for CBS News, Austin.
The Tennessee news agency RED says Russia has just added what it calls the LGBTQ movement to a list of extremist and terrorist organizations. The list has powers to freeze bank accounts for people on it. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Montgomery Prattville sent you.
Okay, I thought we were procrastinating there for a second. But I'm back. We're live. We're in person. Hey, Lloyd, good morning. If you now, someone talk about this morning that I was trying not to get to the serious stuff till later on in the hour, but we're going to do that right now. The other night, I was at my Montgomery Airport, and it was I've never really been in there. You know, I rode by there many times, and I just come to the door and look in. I never really went in there to just look around and see what we got. And I know we got airport board and all that stuff. We need some work going on out here. I'm just telling you, I saw somebody come in. Somebody came in last night. The other night, it had to be about 11 o'clock at night. And somebody came in and they wanted something to eat. And the only place that they could eat was to go across the street, Highway 80 or 82, whichever one that is, and go to a gas station. Guys, we got to do better than this. We got to do better than that. As a matter of fact, and the guys kept asking me, everybody's got cell phones, right? And they want a place to charge their phones. I mean, it's not an option anymore. It's what we do. I was on a Greyhound bus headed to New York 2 years ago, and I was able to charge my phone on the bus. So doggone it, we ought to be able to do it at the airport also. Come on, man. And then nobody was at the front desk up there. People had questions. So I guess I kind of looked like a porter. So they kept asking me. You know, I said, but no, I'm kind of a guy who likes to, talk to everybody. As I was talking to everybody, so they thought I worked there. I don't work there. So we need listen, Mayor, come on, man. And the mayor, I kept hearing the mayor's voice on the intercom, right? The whole time I was there for about 2 hours. Okay, welcome. Okay, fine. Well, let's welcome people to Montgomery. Well, my Lord, can we do something else to that airport out there? There's no place to get anything to eat, and if you got to check that, and then chairs as hard as a brick out there. You know, remind me of church benches. Now, if I got to pay all that money to fly into Montgomery, what we need some more comfortable chairs out there. Now, they just here temporarily, so they don't know them hard chairs, how long they're going to be hard. But if you got to sleep out there overnight or something like that, but I'm just saying, we need to work on our airport out there. And I didn't know we only had one carousel that brings in luggage. I didn't realize that. I mean, I just never spend any time out there because I ain't too crazy about airplanes anyway. But if we're going to have an airport, let's have one that welcomes you to Montgomery, not make you hope you get the hell out of here. I'm just saying, we talk so much about it. We had an airport board and all that good stuff. So y'all need to, we need to at least give these people something to eat when they come in town. We're just not doing that. I was embarrassed when people get to me. I had to look out the front door. So, the gas station across the street. Who the hell going to walk across the street to a gas station and get hit by some car? Come on, man. I'm just saying, we spending all that money on these things. Okay, we get all that money. And here's one more thing. It is my understanding, and I think it is a great idea. I think it is a great idea. But it is my understanding one of our board members, our airport board member, wants to tag the airport with MLK. Martin Luther King. Listen, why not? This is where he came to prominence. He's known worldwide. So why can't we tag the airport with MLK's name? Okay? Really, I mean, the guy made a difference in the world, not just in Alabama, not just in America, but in the world. And he started here. I mean, he's from Atlanta. He became to prominence here in Alabama, right here in Montgomery, Alabama. So why not tag that airport, we call it the Montgomery, blah, 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 MLK airport or something like that. And there's a member of our board that has suggested that, and I think he's getting pushback on that. No, I think we need to push a little harder because and we got like a quarter of a mile of road on 85 or 65, whichever one it is, and we call that MLK. Are we the only city in Montgomery, in Alabama, that don't have a street called MLK, Martin Luther King? We got a 30 seconds of the road of Highway 85 going toward Atlanta, but that's about all we have. So I'm thinking, so I, why in the world do we not have anything in this city that's called MLK? I mean, really. And I'm thinking, it ain't because of white folks. Do we got some jealousy going on around here? I just, that airport certainly deserves, he certainly deserves that honor. Okay, and first, again, please, if we have nothing else out there at the airport, let people find something to eat. We don't have any vendors out there that want to work at the airport. We charge 14 times more than we work. I'm just saying, so isn't it time that we have something in this city named after one of the most influential names that have ever been in this country? MLK. Really, we can't. Now, I mean, the guy not only he gave the ultimate sacrifice, he gave all he had to give, and he started. So what? Prattville has an MLK. Now I will admit you that all the MLK streets are in the ghetto. Okay, we need to change that too. Okay, we need to change that too. We need to change it. Yeah, but yet still, we'll get to that later on. Okay, I'm just thinking, why not name that airport MLK? Okay, Martin Luther King, or at least Montgomery/Martin Luther King Airport. I think for tourists, for what all kinds of reasons, that will work. I'm just thinking. Now, my understanding that they're getting pushback on the board about this, but why in God's name do we not have something named MLK in this city? I mean, why wouldn't we have that? If MLK didn't just do it for black folks, he did it for white folks, the poor white folks too, and everybody else. I'm just saying. So maybe there needs to be a super discussion made on that airport board, and the mayor. I think the mayor would be all right with that. So I'm just trying to ask questions. And the county commission, I guess would have to be all right with that. I don't know. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Come on. Well, you got 3 minutes, so I'll let you go. Well, somebody had to bring it up in all these years. I'm pretty sure. Mm-hmm. Now you know it's not that simple, right? But you know it's not that simple. They're not going to put people in jail for helping you. Yeah, well, tell the truth. Yes, I do. But my problem is that why should it even have to be brought up by me? Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, because I didn't come up with the idea. A member of the board, I think it's Miss Knight, I believe. I believe that's who that is. Yeah. So how can we have done it? Yeah. 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 Well, yeah, he has art. I guess not. I would have a job where I couldn't talk to the governor. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I, 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 all right, appreciate it. I don't. You know, again, I will admit to you, I do find it stupefying that people in our legislature, such as Phil Kinsler and people like that, and probably Singleton and all those guys, I don't know if it's true, but it does seem to me that they ought to be able to call the governor's office and say, yeah, I'd like to sit down with you and talk about that. Now, I don't know if Phil knows the process or whatever the case may be, but it does seem that our people don't. How can you not have? You are a part of our government. You are part of that three-tiered government thing. How is it that a state representative or state senator does not have access to the government? Only one person. I don't know. That's where it's that's where it goes. Good morning. Because I wanted to. I went there to check it out too. Well, for some reason, yeah. I was out there myself, but I would absolutely. I think they did the right. She's not going to go to jail, but she's going to. I think they did the right thing. The sheriff didn't like it, so you know she didn't deserve to go to jail for that. Wait a minute, did I just get in and talk to you last hour? You got to call me back next hour. Yeah, come back next hour. If you call in the first hour, you got to call back the third hour. Okay, that's something. Okay. That's even tough to do. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Good. Okay, Ed, I got you. I got you. I feel. Let me take a break.
Your morning espresso starts right here. The Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Rising gas prices soar yet once again as we now begin our trek back to $4 a barrel and go back to the economy. And what is going to do in the meantime, let's see. In an effort to identify people from people so they vote for them, the administration is starting next week 78,000 additional public service workers, including teachers, firefighters, nurses, and I love these people. But they're going to now get emails about nearly $6 billion in debt cancellation, loan cancellation, under the debt loan forgiveness program. And why are we taking money away from people that do other jobs to pay for loans that people really took out themselves?
The Sean Hannity Show from coast to coast later today.
My pillows, Michael goes so confident he wants every American to get a great night's sleep. And with my pillow, the original pillow he focused on voting, he created his now famous Visa Dream Sheet. You put your rating about them. Well, now is the time to upgrade your bedding. Give these Giza Dream Sheets a try, and for a limited time, you can purchase a queen size set for $59.98 or a king size set for just $10 more. Just go to mypillow.com, click on the Sean Hannity Square for these deep discounts. They appreciate all of your support during these times, and the way they say thank you, well, they're going to give you free shipping on many of their MyPillow products. Go to mypillow.com, click on the Sean Hannity Square, check out their Giza Dream Sheets. You can also get 60% off their original My Slippers, or you can just call, mention my name, 800-919-6090, free shipping, deep discounts, mention my name, Hannity, or just go to mypillow.com and the Sean Hannity Square. Yeah.
I'm Dr. Ethan Fonda. Today, the American Academy of Pediatrics. This parent, you are proud about behaviors, reward behavior, and this is privileges in food. What doesn't work is it only increases your child behavior. For more strategies on child behavior, talk with your pediatrician so they can help your children die. You can put your retirement plan on track. Missing your retirement the 401k saving strategies will feel empowered on your retirement plan. Your retirement goals. Because when it comes to clearing financial bills, you're an ace. We are in the end. Without strength, you lose. Together, we will rise above our fear.
Improve on image healthcare. Go to riseabove.com.
You're always missing one of your favorite speakers. You have to get out of the car. February with you. News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Good morning. Let's go to some. I thought it was interesting thing that I'm still wondering why I'm not going to that sweet Martin Luther King. In fact, I don't get that one yet. I'm still ain't figuring out. We start naming all these streets and renaming all these streets, and it, we haven't. We changed the name of what Jefferson. We changed the name of what we turned one to Nixon, but we never put one out to celebrate the life and legacy of Martin Luther King. Now, why is that? In the state of Montgomery, when a man came to prominence right here, the bus went out to the parking lot. But we don't have the street name MLK. That, it's just some unwritten law. If somebody is just public bill and somebody put the screen, you know, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really for renaming streets after it's been named one thing. I mean, I can understand when new streets go in, you name those streets. I don't know. I just it's kind of a weird thing. But I don't know. I just thought and I remember the first thing America had female film. We got Ronald Reagan airport. We have Minnie Jackson airport in Hartford. Whatever. I think his name in part by Minnie Jackson. And Bond, his name. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Mm-hmm. I think there must be some jealousy going on someplace in this city. I don't know why. I mean, the man gave his life. Yeah, yeah, something. But that's true. If he wasn't willing to put it on the line like he did, a lot of us would, you know, yeah. You know, this kind of we have a tendency sometimes to hold people who think is a is a flaw in their own character without looking at their own character. You know, it's been the whole day we're talking about the bad things people have done, I have done, you have done. We all have done something that we are ashamed of at our age, and we should have come in, but we can't. And just feel to me, the former one's life is not tethered to a few indiscretions or a few things that people disagree with. But we as people sometimes forget that we got a mirror too. Yeah, yeah. And I wouldn't either. I wouldn't be here. I may be alive, but I wouldn't be at the studio. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mr. C. It is 8:34 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. Okay, appreciate it. I think there are 18 airports in America named after people. And considering all the airports we got, O'Hare International Airport in Chicago. It is named after Henry Edward Henry Bush O'Hare, a World War II flying ace from the Navy. He also won the Medal of Honor. This is another one. Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport. So they got Hartsfield Jackson Atlanta International Airport, usually the name after William B. Hartsfield, who stints in office from 1937 to 1941 and 1942 to 1962, made him the longest serving mayor in Atlanta. Okay. And you know who Jackson is. Logan International Airport in Boston. Logan International Airport also takes its name from the military hero, General Edward Lawrence Logan. So there are airports in America that are named. In Charlotte, Charlotte Douglas International Airport bears the name of Ben Elbert Douglas Sr., Charlotte's mayor from 1935 to 1941. McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas. McCarran International Airport welcomes the gamblers to Las Vegas. The slot machine filled airport is named in honor of Pat McCann, who served as Democratic Senator from Nevada from 1933 to 1964. LaGuardia Airport in New York. LaGuardia Airport, the smallest in New York Air's three major airports, bears the name of Fiorello LaGuardia, who served as New York mayor from 1935 to 1945 and oversaw the airport's construction. Charles N. Schultz, Sonoma County Airport. Charles N. Schultz, you know who he is. And other airports that live, we put a, Charles Schultz is a creator of Peanuts, the cartoon character. He lives a couple more. Good morning, who's this? All right. Flag football team. Okay, that means you didn't hit nobody. 8:38 in the morning. Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport. It's in Alabama, of course. Birmingham Shuttlesworth International Airport got its name in 2008 when the old Birmingham International Airport tweaked its existing moniker to honor Fred Shuttlesworth, an influential civil rights leader. Well, if Shuttlesworth was an influential civil rights leader, then what we're going to call Martin Luther King. Number 10, Jackson Evers International Airport in Mississippi. Jackson Evers International Airport follows the same vein as Birmingham Shuttlesworth Mississippi Airport, named after civil rights activist Medgar Evers. Okay. Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport. Obviously, there are a lot of airports with people's names, at the long time, and he was a student, Ted Stevens, as a matter of fact. Norman Y. Mineta, San Jose International Airport. Norman Y. Mineta, San Jose International Airport is named after the San Jose native who has been active in a number of government offices. Still doesn't compare to Martin Luther King. Bradley International Airport in Connecticut. Connecticut's busiest airport bears the name of Lieutenant Eugene M. Bradley, an Army pilot who crashed his P-40 during the training drill when the airfield was still a military base. Epley Airfield in Omaha, Nebraska. Epley Airfield in Omaha is named after the late hotel magnate Eugene C. Epley. But the name is equal parts tribute and thank you note when the airport upgraded so it could accommodate guests in 1959. Lambert Field and St. Louis International Airport. Lambert St. Louis International Airport also shows a candor to be proactive. If you want to put your name on an airport, Albert von Lambert won the silver medal in the American Dogs team in 1904. Doesn't quite compare to. Okay. Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Cleveland Hopkins International Airport was quite the birthday present in 1951. The city of Cleveland officially named the airport after its founder, former city manager William R. Hopkins. The naming ceremony took place on his 82nd birthday. So anyway, I just wanted to say that there are plenty of airports named after people. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Mm-hmm. He wants to appoint them. Yeah, he's been trying that for a couple of years. But he did try. Yeah, he has been trying a couple of years to get the appointing authority to the airport board. Oh, okay, my bad. That's true. Oh. Mhm. But you still have, yeah, but wait a minute, you still have law. You just can't fire people to work for the city. Okay, right. Yeah, right. What about the people? What about the people who have layover? When I was out there, some had a long layover. So wait. So I've never been to Montgomery in my life, and I'm gonna hop in the Uber and go someplace, a place I've never been. But there was actually somebody out there. I don't know what the deal was, but who had no. That's a little, yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I did see. I think American and Delta comes out there. When I looked at the board out there, I don't know who else comes in there except American. Okay. But those are things. So why can't we be open all night long? Why can't we take like this? Yeah. I don't like it. Yeah. Well, the only option they had out there that night was going across the street to the gas station. Well, yeah, that's true. I was out there. No, I mean, I guess most of us don't do the DoorDash thing on the airport. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. But old school people don't really do the DoorDash that much. Oh, so, yeah. Yeah. Well, let me investigate that. I'll do that. I shall. I shall. Now take a break. We'll be back.
Visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to spend it on, you can spend it on online resources for financial
Kennedy, Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese Seduction Show on News Radio 1440.
It's 8:50 in the morning. If you got to be there by 8 o'clock, you're late. But if you got to be there by 9 o'clock, you got 9 minutes by which to arrive. Talking to one about Montgomery's airport, and there are 8 airports in America, only 8, that are named after influential Black people. And I think that name is actually shared with most of them. And some of them have been named since 2001, and 2 of these were named, of course, in 2022. The last one in Iowa in 2023. 8 out of 19,000 named after influential Black. That's 0.00042%. Okay, that is 4/10,000ths of 1%. So obviously, a lot of folks are not getting their due justice in this airport naming scheme. Good morning, who's this? Yeah. Listen, you asked a great you asked a great question. I don't know why. Yeah. No, I don't know why. No, I mean, hey, listen, I wasn't on that committee. No, I'm not in the committee either. But again, listen, I've asked the same question. I mean, why is there nothing in this city named after Martin Luther King? I don't know why that is. Yeah. Now, somebody just texted me and told me there is one school named after MLK in Montgomery. I probably, I don't know, but I guess he'll call it then with my answer. But I didn't know there was one. I didn't know there was one. It's kept so quiet. Yeah, it's been kept quiet. I don't know. But why does it seem? Why is everybody almost hands off? I mean, we certainly don't have a street named after him. We got streets named after everybody else. I mean, Dexter King. Yeah, Prattville does. Yes, I got you. I don't know. Everybody is everybody okay? All right. Well, somebody said there is one name after MLK. I guess it's on the back side of the building, but I didn't know they had one. Good morning. Can you hear it? Mm-hmm. And what's the name of it? Okay. Okay. Well, we got one thing. Okay, we got one thing. Good morning. Yes. So Mobile Highway. Okay, well, but how is the turn? I mean, it's up the street a while. It's Fairview, and then I mean that's Fairview Avenue where it turns into Mobile Highway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, now they next to Woodcrest. Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't realize it was named MLK. Yeah, I didn't know it was that. Okay, Twin Gates. Okay, I got you. But they must have had a whole no trouble out there because I forgot it was out there. They must be doing a great job out there. I never heard anything. Yeah, because I didn't know they was there. Okay, hey, I appreciate it. You must have done a fantastic job out there. Good morning. Okay, it was dark time. I didn't see many across the street. Yeah, I know it is now. Yeah, I know. I didn't know his name. Yeah, I didn't know his name that. I don't know, but I think the airport thing and renaming that, I appreciate, I think renaming that, at least tagging MLK on that airport and turn that facility basically into a museum, where people can get little history lessons as they land in Montgomery and leave Montgomery and on the way out of Montgomery. I really think that's a great idea. I think they do like a museum of sorts and a plane terminal, an airplane terminal, like Mr. Brian Stevens has done down here with the legacy thing. Um, so anyway, somebody said, why wouldn't the road he walked on be named after him? Now that's not a bad idea either. Good morning on there. Hello. Yes. Yes. Yeah, they still got the street name MLK, Martin Luther King. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, they learned the error of their ways, though. They've changed. They've learned the error of their ways. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, no, I feel you. I understand. I feel you now. But they've learned their ways, and if Prattville can have a street named MLK when they stopped them on the other side of the creek, it seemed like to me, then we ought to be able to do the same thing in Montgomery, Alabama. At least it would be a good idea in my mind, to tag that airport with MLK and turn it into an MLK or civil rights museum. As people come in, they get a quick lesson of history at the same time. And when they come in and on the way back out, they get a little lesson of history and see where we were and where we are. And I tell you, I think it would be good for Montgomery. Okay, turn it into a museum sort of. But yeah, they're actually on the city council. I wouldn't have no authority on it. Okay, that's right. Okay, anyway, so much for that. I gotta go, but we shall return. Uno momento. And we got other things to talk about, but the airport thing, it does bother me that now I found out we do got a school named MLK, and he kept that a secret from a brother because I didn't really know that. Okay, I'm just saying we can do a better job of promoting that, but evidently though, they must be doing a good job. I didn't even know they were in school. That's a good thing. We'll be back.
WIAM, one of the Bruce Hero Show, and on 95.1 HD3 FM, 100. Yes, News Party Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. At the peak of the United States on Gaza, the UN Security Council has just voted down a U.S. proposal calling for an immediate ceasefire as part of a hostage deal. Russia and China vetoed the measure. U.S. Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield.
It's really outrageous, and it's below the dignity of this body. It's also petty. Russia and China simply did not want to vote for a resolution that was penned by the United States because it would rather see us fail than to see this council succeed.
Secretary of State Blinken is in Israel today, where he spoke with the Prime Minister. Benjamin Netanyahu just reporting
He told Clinton Israel will go into Rafah with or without the U.S. support. Texas Governor Greg Abbott ordered a border fence to be reinforced after a crush of migrants knocked part of it down and overran National Guard members. New York Post posted the video. CBS's Camila Montero Galvez.
According to officials, a group of several hundred migrants, many of them from Venezuela, went through these barriers that the state of Texas has set up on stretches of the border to repel illegal crossings.
Some were arrested, others brought to a processing center. Lawmakers in Washington are expected to vote soon on a $1.2 trillion bipartisan spending package that would keep the government funded past midnight and into the next 6 months. Correspondent Scott McFarlane.
If the votes line up as expected, Congress will again have averted a government shutdown at the last minute. It happened about a half dozen times just since September 30th. Provisions of this spending deal include new money for border agents and more border security provisions, pay raises for the military, and no pay raises for Congress itself.
Police in Boise, Idaho say an escaped prisoner and an alleged accomplice were captured during a traffic stop about 130 miles from where they made a run for it during a hospital transfer. State Police Lieutenant Colonel Sheldon Kelly.
We are investigating 2 homicides at separate locations in Nez Perce and Clearwater counties. These are potentially tied to this incident.
Officials say both men are members of a white supremacist gang. A soup company is accused of mucking up water in the Midwest.
Here's Campbell's told us. Now, the Justice Department and several environmental groups say it's not good. The lawsuit says Campbell's has allowed wastewater at pollutants from its plant in Napoleon, Ohio, to flow unchecked into the Maumee River, which flows into Lake Erie. The plant makes fruit and vegetable juices, sauces, and soup. Jim Priscilla CBS did.
Dow hovering near 40,000 right now, down 57. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit quirky, and may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Providers with Big Lou, 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes or overweight or have high blood pressure. Term Providers have thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. You will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and look to put you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777, 800-230-2777, or BigLou.com.
The IRS says it opened a criminal investigation into baseball star Shohei Ohtani's former interpreter.
Reports that Ife Mizuhara had bets totaling $1 million from betting on international soccer and other sports, but not baseball, he says. A bookmaker, Matthew Bowyer, is under investigation too. Sports gambling is illegal in California, the state where Ohtani has been based since coming to this country. Ohtani's attorneys say the Dodgers' two-way star was the victim of a, quote, massive theft. The interpreter was fired by the Dodgers, and no one has been brought in. Steve Caven, CBS News.
Judge Bishop of Canterbury is coming in with speculation about Kate Middleton, her health, and some theories questioning whether she's still alive. Justin Welby tells Times Radio he thinks a society has become obsessed with conspiracy. He says people should be allowed to be ill, have an operation, and live their lives in peace. And who they are. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
insulation industry. The ugly truth is when you buy a timeshare, they also say, crazy thing is, just know,
Seven seven one 1300. That's 800-771-1300. 800-771-1300.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
okay, so of course, have to take that. They said, well, why don't we just make the whole town? They said, make the whole town a museum where the living and dead are buried. Now, I got to tell you, I think we, preserving history is different from living in it. You know, every highway, every highway that goes from east, west, north to south, one thing about it, as you travel the miles of the road, you also leave the exact amount of miles behind you. So I didn't say you can't keep going backwards. I agree with the writer of the note. You can't keep going back, but you can preserve it. Okay, at least the important aspects of it. And so I never said forget history. I just said let's not live back there. Let's realize that the ladder has steps so you can go forward, not stay back there. And the problem with the South sometimes is that rather than reflect upon that history, we have a tendency sometimes to think that we have to keep living back there in order to move forward. And I don't believe that. I think you take what you've gotten. And Jewish people have showed us how to do it. They really have. They took a history that was fraught with disaster, and all kinds of things, and yet and still they have used that history to empower themselves economically as well as culturally. Where I don't know where the hell our culture is going these days, you know. And again, Curmudgeon brought up the lady Carly over in Birmingham. I'm glad they didn't put her in jail. This is a teaching moment. Now she's gonna be probably gonna be paying that bill like a student loan for 20 years. But again, you know, it's a teaching moment. And the sheriff, listen, Mr. Sheriff down in Birmingham, listen, okay, so you use a couple of resources. If you look at it as a training exercise, okay? Look at it as a training exercise, because you need to exercise yourself anyway. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying, I don't have no problem. It's a teaching moment. I think she learned a lesson, a very valuable lesson. Her name will forever be ensconced in the history of Alabama of doing something stupid. Okay, but she can overcome it. She's only 20-something years old. She can overcome it. But putting her in jail is difficult to overcome. So, Sheriff, you have to do your job anyway. So now that was just a good training exercise. Okay, 860-1440, and I know that you see now, Carly. You don't know me. You can thank me because I did convince the Attorney General not to try to keep going after you on this. Want to put you in jail. Okay, I did convince you. Okay, I didn't let you. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Mm-hmm. Something, absolutely. I mean, something. I mean, I don't care where it's named. I think, why wouldn't you? Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Right. Okay. Mm. All right. Hey. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Mm-hmm. You're doing pretty good. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Well, it's not something I came up with, but I heard about it and I just thought, what a great idea. Yeah. Yeah. No, I got here 91. Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you, Ms. H. I appreciate your call. Always glad to hear from the warriors of the fight. Good morning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Appreciate your call. Good morning. Who's this? Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, there's a few people out there. Out there. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, well, the staff was kind of scared. People kept asking me where could they plug up their phone. Yeah, so I just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, 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 yeah. Of course, now they had a bunch of now if they had a bunch of machines out there. I didn't see a bunch of I saw some solar machines out there, but I didn't see any machine that get your sandwich or anything like that. Yeah, yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Hey, appreciate it. Let me see here. Good morning on there. Morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't even know they had an upstairs. I didn't even know. Okay. Right. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Makes sense. Makes sense. Wow. Hmm. Yeah. Uh, okay. I tell you what we got to do. Yeah, let me get you down here one day. We can have this conversation. You and another board member, if you want to bring somebody with you. Whatever. Let's talk. I got to go right now, but thank you for this information. Appreciate it. Great information. We'll be back.
comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We're everywhere, on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. Radio.
Getting quality employees to fill positions for your company is essential, but finding those people who need them. Let us use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding all people needs. And right now, you can try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter is one place that is determined to find your ZipRecruiter is the kind of technology identifies and proves not just looking, and actively invites them to your job. Speak for themselves. We're out of find employers who will talk today. Today. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. I got smart about mortgages, smart about college.
When it comes to your money, whatever you want to get smart about, you can find it at smartaboutmoney.org, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Smartaboutmoney.org, the easy place to start when you want to get smart.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Place with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Food additives can harm children's development and raise the risk of obesity. To lower the risks, choose fresh fruits and vegetables when you can and avoid processed meats. Don't put plastic in the microwave because heat can cause chemicals to leak into your food. When cooking or serving hot foods, use glass or ceramic dishes. For more on keeping your child healthy, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better, and kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Foundation.
You see miracles all the time at our children's hospital, but miracles never come easy. That's why, as great as children's hospitals are, they need our support to keep miracles happening. Put your money where the miracles are. Support your Children's Miracle Network Hospital.
For most of Alabama, ticks and mosquitoes are more abundant from late spring to early fall. If you spend time outdoors or have pets that go outside, you need to be aware of the diseases they can carry to help protect yourself and your family. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick and mosquito-borne diseases. For more information and tips on how to protect you and your family from these pests, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov. Again, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured neighborhoods, and asked the right questions. Now you're queen of your castle. If you manage that, you can get your retirement plan on track. Visiting aceyourretirement.org can help. With 401k tips and smart saving strategies, you'll feel empowered to own your retirement like you own your home. Go to aceyourretirement.org, because when it comes to clearing financial hurdles, you're an ace. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Sam, put your shoes on. We're headed to the doctor in 10 minutes.
Okay, Mom. Hey, am I going to have to get a shot?
Yes, it's time for your yearly vaccines. We have to make sure all your vaccines are up to date before you start back to school. I have to provide a record to the school.
Alabama law requires children of all ages to be up to date on their immunizations before attending school. Every child needs to be vaccinated against polio, diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, also known as whooping cough, measles, mumps, rubella, and chickenpox.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
And good morning, everybody. I hope this day finds you well. Well, hey, that's good information there. That's what we do here. Most of the time, we try to bring you information. Other than that, though, sometimes just bring a bunch of gravel Sierra. However, there are some moments I get serious about things, and that was one of those things. Anyway, good morning to you. Our numbers are 860-1440. You want to text me 901-5022. Don't text the 241 number. 901-5022. All right, let's go back to the phone, see who is there. Good morning. Thanks for holding. I did. I went there. Okay. I was out there the other day. I had a friend coming in from Arizona. As a matter of fact, and they didn't. They just the flight. They didn't come in. So I was out there for a couple of hours. Just sat around out there waiting for them to get here. But anyway, yeah, actually, I'm not normally out late at night. I'm not. But as long as it's not raining, I can see pretty good. I put my glasses on, went out there, and then the next thing you know, I was going down 80, and I was good. Yeah, I was out there by myself. I got my own. But I didn't know we had it upstairs. That's what I did, but I just stayed down. I didn't know they had it upstairs at the airport until this morning. I didn't realize that. So I just come in that door. I know that we got one. I saw they had one luggage carousel, and I didn't, that kind of surprised me. But airports have multiple luggage carousels. So I guess they don't really do a whole lot of stuff out there. But I do believe that his recommendation would get, and if you get another airline there, I do believe that will help people want to visit it and get out. I mean, people don't mind coming sometimes, just want to make sure they got a way out. I'm not too crazy about airplanes. I'll get on a 747. 747, I'm good. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not a guy. I don't even like them private jets. They look good flying, but I ain't too crazy about them. I don't necessarily why. I don't know why I don't like airplanes very much. I mean, you know what it is? When you jump out of airplanes, you get to go up. You only got to worry about going up. Once you get up in the air, there ain't no big deal. You put your feet on, and you exit the door. Okay? But when you flying in them, you got to land with them too. I didn't mind taking one chance, but I didn't know if I wanted to take two chances. So okay, I got to get over that. Kind of like driving on the highway. It took me years to get back on the freeway, but now I got to get on the plane soon to get the first. I know I'm a whistle a little bit. So I got to get on one and maybe go over. I got a passport. I got to get a stamp on it somewhere. I got to stamp it. Maybe me and Z go to Jamaica. Nah. If there's any place I wanted to go, I think I like to find that place called Dubai. But the building over there is too big too. Yeah, big old tall building they got over there. I mean, isn't Dubai a man-made island? I mean, they just brought a lot of dirt into something else and made an island out of it. I mean, I'm not too hot on man-made islands. The one God makes, I'm good at. But the man-made island, I don't know. I don't know about that. That's a lot of dirt. I don't know. I think that's what Dubai is. But I know one thing, they got one of the biggest buildings in the world. And there ain't no way I'm going up in that building. But I wouldn't mind being there taking a picture. Yeah, taking a picture of it on my cell phone so people can actually believe I was there. I may go there. Yeah, I got my passport. It depends on what it costs. Okay, if it costs over $300, then I'm probably not going. Okay, $300 is my limit on a round trip ticket going any place. Okay, so that's about all I'm willing to spend. Okay, if I can hitchhike over there or something. Anyway, good morning to you, everybody. Again, I feel good about the catering thing over there in Birmingham. Somebody wanted, the attorney general wanted to put her in jail, but I didn't. We all did stupid things in our 20s. And anybody say they didn't is telling a lie. We all did. The only exception to that, and the only exception to that would probably be somebody in the military. But even in there, we do stupid things also. So let's let this be a teaching moment for all other youngsters, because we're not going to put up with this too often. So if you call and say you got kidnapped, you better be kidnapped, okay? Because we're just going to leave you where you at, all right? That's what I'm saying. 860-1440 is the number, 9:42 in the morning. If you have something on your mind this morning, anything that we've talked about, that's fine. I did have another stuff written down here. And I had another thing I want to talk about today. I got to find my piece of paper. Where's my prep? Oh, there it is. There's my prep, and I'm trying to make there's something else I wanted to talk about. Okay? But before I get to that and my lessons of life at the end of the show, I got to take my last break because I went way over the last time. But information is good. And then we'll come back and we'll conclude this marvelous presentation of Kevin Elkins and decision. We'll do that.
Forecast on News Radio 1440. Periods of rain and a few storms will not be all day long. It's really clear that there will be dry places many times. Temperatures cooler in the 60s because of the rain and clouds. Rain lingers tonight and tomorrow the dry out and sunshine by the afternoon. Highs in the 50s and 90s. If you're a 50-year-old male and you report you can deal with diabetes, you need to visit the there's a thousand people like you who take care for a term life insurance. $1 million of affordable services for you. You need to call 808 You want to make sure the skills are kicking you later. 800 we will answer your call and work to get you into a term policy that you can afford. Remember, it's not you, it's on meds too. Call 800-511-3535. 800-511-3535 or blueblues.com. Columbus, Georgia. Are you ready for your lucky break? Today is your lucky break. I want to help you get enough to go out and you deserve it. And you can save up $777 based on the price of the phone. That's why you can over and over. Me, budget contract, that's my cover. You got this side of the envelope code. You will actually use all that. I want to help you turn off your house and rest of it. $2,777. Being a priest is so easy. You'll be dancing kids. Come on down and get lucky. You can share my or you can fly. You save $3,777. Get lucky on your stuff. I'm going to be the whole if you go into a park place, just off. Like it says yes.com. Like it says yes.com.
Hi, I'm Queen Latifah. I'm on the show.
going out on a night. Even if a night got restricted, even after her birthday diagnosis, she remains strong. My family support keeps me strong. Together, we're rising above heart failure.
Heart failure doesn't have to steal your strength. For simple steps you can take to help prevent, improve, or manage heart failure, go to riseabovehf.org.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lonrick Falusi with today's Tip for Kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Did you know that tooth decay is an infection? Luckily, cavities are likely preventable. The bacteria that cause cavities pass from parents to children to good oral habits of oral care. Take care of baby teeth as soon as they emerge by brushing them with clear toothpaste with fluoride. Talk with a pediatrician about your baby's oral health and take them to the dentist by age range. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
If you're looking for a new job or looking to hire, check out our online career expo, March 18th through the 22nd, presented by Alabama Department of Labor. For more info, go to newsradio1340.com and click on Online Career Expo, or go to liberalregionsjobs.org.
All righty then. 9:49. Where does the time go when you're having fun? 9:49 is the time right now. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, Governor Ivy said she signed a law for parental right to know. We don't know what that's all about. Okay, Governor Ivy signed a Senate Bill 48, the parental right to know under the new law. Teachers of public pre-K to 12 schools will be required to post their curricula on their school website for parents and guardians. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. The law requires that there be a process for the parents and guardians to question or complain about the curriculum and request a meeting with the teacher to discuss their concerns. Is that just common sense? I mean, is that just so we now we need a law? I mean, really, I appreciate it, but so you mean you just can't come up and say, hey, what's this all about? You know, parents' involvement is critical in students' education and in Alabama. Well, we hope it is anyway. But that's good. I'm with you. Let me see now. Gary Ledlow and Ashley Ledlow have been charged with shooting into an occupied vehicle. First degree assault and unlawful possession of controlled substance. Now, if you ride around with all that stuff in your car, you are probably not the person that needs to get in a roadway fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If you're going to fight people on the freeway, you may want to get rid of the dope in the car. I'm just saying. It's probably not a good thing. Okay. Definitely along with Clinton police were called to an area on I-65 south and the 212 exit about 2 p.m. Suspect and the victim did just got off the 212 exit and turned southbound on Highway 145 and then on Bell Lane Road. It just seems like to me, if you're gonna get mad, if you're gonna get mad at somebody in another car, get rid of the dope first. I'm just saying, you might want to do that because not only is he going to win the case, he's going to jail. That's just a little bit of advice from an old guy. Good morning. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let me ask them. Do these people have that they are donors? I mean, do we know? Do they sign a piece of paper? Yeah. Hmm. I don't know, but once you go, you don't need it anymore. I mean, Yeah. How you gonna pay for it? If you can't afford to pay for the cremation, how you gonna pay for it? Right, right. I mean, right, right. Now, I would be, yeah. Hmm. But I got a lot, yeah, I had a lot of things to talk about already. Talk about everything. One guy here. Good morning. Okay, then. Uh, let me see. Did you know, now, since we're going to end the show with did you know these things? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got. Did you know that a cloud weighs about 1 million tons? That's right. A cloud typically has a volume of about 1 km, whatever that's to the third power, and a density around 1 kg to the third power, whatever. Uh, Giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than people. That's the way a giraffe does. And oh, here's something else too. Really, there's no such thing as an identical twin because identical twins do not have the same fingerprint. So you can't blame your crime on the twin. After all, this is because environmental factors during development in the womb, umbilical cord length, position of the womb, and stuff like that. So, okay, so really, identical twins don't really totally exist because they don't have the same fingerprint. Well, that kills that. Uh, your brain is constantly eating itself. I don't know what that means exactly, but this process is called, okay, PHAGOCYTOSIS, process. Goes on toxin. Anyway, it still envelop and consume smaller cells or molecules and remove them from the system. Don't worry about it. It isn't harmful. It's actually helps preserve your gray matter. So don't worry about that. The largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poop discovered is over 30 centimeters long and 2 liters in volume. Believed to be a Tyrannosaurus rex turd. Okay, fossilized. Dumb. Also named a corpulent. Okay, I don't believe in dinosaurs, and I see what I believe in. Okay, I'll see what I believe. I'll see what. Did you know that animals, why they don't get confused when the time goes up or back? You know, because animals can experience time differently than humans. The smaller animal, the world around them moves much more slowly compared to human beings. Now, here's something that you probably didn't know. Water might not be wet. This is because most scientists define wetness as a liquid's ability to maintain contact with a solid surface, meaning the water itself is not wet, but can make other things wet. Okay, I'll have to think about that one. That's okay. A chicken once lived for 18 months without a head. Mike the Chicken, his incredible feat was recorded back in the 1940s in the USA. He survived as his jugular vein and most of his brainstem were left mostly intact, ensuring just enough brain function remains to survive. In the majority of cases, a headless chicken dies in a matter of minutes and he's cooked a few minutes after that. But there's a case where a chicken for 18 months without a head. I that does something with are not losing your head. I don't want to be a chicken. If I came back, I don't think I want to be a chicken. Okay. Wearing a top can reduce blood flow to the brain by 7.5%. So if your boss tells you that you need to wear a tie to work, you might want to tell him that a study in 2018 showed that wearing a tie can reduce blood flow to the brain by 7.5%. So you'd be much better off not wearing a tie to work. Okay, you'll be more productive. Okay, let me know how that works out for you. Okay. Okay. the world's the oldest dog that ever lived. There was a dog that lived to be 29.5 years old. While the median age of a dog is go from 10 to 15 years, one Australian cattle dog named Bluesy survived to a ripe old age of 29.5. And those are some of the things that, oh, and a cat lived to be 38 years old in 3 days. So, here we go. One more thing that you did not know. The sun makes a sound, but we can't hear it. So how do we know it makes a sound? Because it's in a form of pressure wave. Okay. That dogs make sound too that we cannot hear. And so do we. So it's not unusual that that's what's happening. Anyway, those are some of the things you didn't know. And I'll leave you with this message, a lesson of life. I'll tell you, man. I'm gonna make my way. Anyway, have a great day. We'll see you.
News Radio 1440.
Good morning, I'm Jasmine Williams at WSFX 12 News. Here's what's happening this Friday. Political news now, Alabama lawmakers losing the custody number of bills in the latest. And that's right now, the judge, the jury gave him a different sentence. An investigation is underway after a body was found near railroad heading into the weekend in college, but other events
News Radio 1440 WLWIAM, the home.
All right, people. See you later. I gotta go. I gotta go.
This is CBS News.